I told you last class, shell scripting. What is mandatory? Linux fundamentals, Linux basics. First of all, what is the scripting? Nothing but whatever commands you're running, Linux basic commands, whatever commands you're learning, the basic command, all these commands are going to write in one file that is called scripting language. So that's the reason scripting required Linux basics. Here we are doing the commands, everything manually, but if run those commands in the script, those commands will be executed automatically. But later we'll discuss about the shell scripting, what is for loops, what is while loops, what is if then else condition, all this stuff. So this is going to be 1 week classes. After 1 week, we're going to start the scripting, shell scripting. So before we start the fundamentals, let us understand some topics. The difference between Windows, because everyone is familiar with Windows, Microsoft will compare with Windows and Linux. Linux or Unix both are same. What is the difference? In Windows, we have a file and folder and device. In Microsoft, we have file, folder, and device. What file contains data? What folder contains subfolders and files? Device, which are called devices, DVD, hard disk, pen drive, USB drive, keyboard, mouse, monitor, all these are comes under devices. Whereas in Unix or Linux, a file is a file, a folder also a file, a device also a file. This is the one of the good feature. Unix, everything treat as a file. No folder concept, no device concept. Keyboard is a file, mouse is a file, hard disk, monitor, everything is a file. When everything is a file, then what are the types of files? What are the types of files in Unix or Linux? First one is regular file. We also call ordinary file. We also call ASCII text files. Regular file, ordinary file, or ASCII text file. Which are called regular files in Windows. In Windows, we call it as Notepad. Notepad or WordPad. Notepad, WordPad, we call regular files in Windows. Windows we call WordPad, Notepad. Unix we call regular file or ordinary file, ASCII text file. Next, directory file. Windows we call it as a folder. Windows we call it as a folder. Unix we call it as a directory. Device files. Types of device files. There are two types of device files and character special file. There are two types of device files, block special file, character special file. Which are block special file? Storage device. All storage devices comes under block special file. Storage devices comes under block special file. Which are storage devices? A hard disk, DVD, pen drive, USB drive. All these are comes under storage devices, which are called block special file, which are comes under character special file, input and output devices. Which are comes under character special files, input and output devices. Comes under character special files. What are the example? Keyboard, mouse, monitor, printer, scanner. All this comes under character special file. Windows, we have only one, that is called device. Unix, there are two types of device files, block and character. Storage devices comes under block special file, and input output devices comes under character special file. Linked files. Types of linked files. Soft link and hard. The types of linked files. Windows we call shortcut. Whenever we install any third-party software like Google Chrome, Microsoft Edge, any third-party software, a shortcut by default create. A shortcut by default create on desktop. That shortcut Unix we call linked file. Empty files. In Windows, we can create empty files. Unix also we can create empty files. Binary executable file, which are binary executable. Any software if you are downloading and installing, those are comes under binary executable. Unix, all the commands are binary executable. Socket files. Socket files deal with the system hardware. We call it as socket programming, which deal with the system hardware. It is not for user, only for care. Hidden files. Windows, we can create hidden files. Unix also, we can create hidden files. tar files, CPIO files, and zip files. tar files, CPIO files, zip files, these are backup files. We'll see later how to create this backup. We have a separate topic. So these are the types of files available in Unix or Linux. In Unix basic command, we are going to discuss all these types of files, how to create and how to access. Theory and practical. Types of accounts are users in Windows and in Linux. There are two types of accounts in Microsoft. One is called administrator account. The other one we call user account. We call it as normal user, administrator and normal user. Likewise, in Linux also, there are two types of accounts. One is called root account. What is root? Root is the super user. Super user or administrator. Root user or super user or administrator and normal user. So there are two types of accounts in Windows, in Unix, Windows and Unix. Unix we call root account and normal user. What is the difference between administrator and normal user? The difference is only administrator can shut down the server, can install the software, can configure network. A normal user cannot. Only administrator can take the backup. All the administration tasks cannot be done by the normal. When you log in as ATM user with ATM card, you are the normal user. You can't shut down the ATM machine. When log into gmail.com, yahoo.com, we are the normal user. The job is only send and receive the mails. We can't shut down the Gmail server. So we're all normal users. One server will have only one root account in Unix or Linux. Root user only one. But normal user can any number, no limit for normal user. One company will have only one CEO. One server will have only one root account. But how do we differentiate you are the root user or normal user? By seeing the prompt. By seeing the prompt. If you're logged as a root account, at the login prompt. So tomorrow we'll see the installation part. So once you install the OS, reboot the system, it asks for the login prompt. At the login prompt, always log in as a root and password. Once you provide username, root, and password, we'll see the prompt as hash prompt. What do you call hash prompt? What this hash indicates? Super user or administrator. And dollar prompt. Dollar indicates you're the programmer or developer or normal user. By seeing the prompt, we'll come to know that are you root user or normal. That is the difference between root user and normal. So at the time of login, always log in as a root account. Once you log in with the root account, you'll see that prompt as a hash prompt. But is there any command without this prompt? Is there any command to know that who is logged in? There's a command called who am I. What is who am I? To know the current logged in. Who am I to know the current logged in. If I logged as a root and give the password, you'll see the output as you are the root. What the output you got? You are the root. that is called who am I, to see the current logged in user or who is logged in. How to check the dollar prompt? Because I logged in the root, I'm able to create a normal user. What is the command to create normal user? User add username. User add is a command to create normal user. Root user can execute, a normal user cannot. How do I test that? How to log into this normal user from the root account? Type su space hyphen space username. Su space hyphen space username. What su stands? Switch user. Su stands switch user. From root account, we can switch to normal user. Now we'll see that prompt as dollar prompt. What is dollar indicates? You are the programmer, developer, or normal user. We can check it with who am I. What is the output you got? You are the student. Who is logged in? Student is logged. How to come out from the dollar prompt? Type exit or control D. To come out from the dollar prompt, type exit or control D. You'll see hash prompt. So like that, this is the difference between super user and normal. Next, Windows operating system is not a case sensitive. What is the meaning of not a case sensitive? Whenever we are using the command, go to command prompt, type dir, all uppercase, type dir, all lowercase, type dir, combination of upper and lowercase. That is called not a case sensitive. Whereas Unix or Linux operating system is always case sensitive. Is always a case, meaning all the commands should be lowercase, cannot be uppercase. While running the command, all the commands should be lower, which cannot be uppercase. That is called case sensitive. You see here, who am I? All the letters are lowercase. SU hyphen username. This is not a command. Username. This could be uppercase, but SU is the command. User is a command. All the commands should be lower. So today we'll see the installation part, how to install operating system in your laptop. You want to practice in the cloud. Type aws.amazon.com/free. It's a free account for 1 year.
Sir, I have a doubt, sir. Can I ask, sir?
Yeah.
Sir, can I speak, sir?
Yeah,
Sir,
yeah, tell me.
yeah, sir. Sir, actually, in Linux, we have three types of users now, sir. Normal users and pseudo users and service users. Sir, why, sir? Is there anything behind, sir?
Yeah,
Why,
in Linux,
sir?
yeah,
Yes, sir. Sir, whenever
in
we are
Linux we
installing,
have a
whenever we are installing any
mm,
service or DB or any app, in the back end, Linux will be creating any user, sir.
mm,
Okay. Sir, is there anything backend happening, sir?
yeah.
Actually, in Windows, we don't have that type of concept, sir. When we install IIS or when we install any database, like Microsoft SQL Server or anything, or if I want to create any FTP server like that, there is no such type of concept, sir. Only I am the administrator and I have the full privileges to run any application or any service or whatever it may be. But in
Are
Linux,
you
we
logged into
do.
the no no? Are you logged into the Windows server as administrator?
Yes, sir.
Direct administrator login?
Yes, sir. That administrator login and sir.
Everyone has the administrator credentials. Everyone, or only you?
I have, sir, that administrator. As I am the system administrator, I have the administrator account and I used to log into the
Uh,
Windows server, sir.
Generally,
Sir,
in the MNC
yes, sir.
company, let me explain. In the MNC companies, we have a concept called Windows group policies. Are you aware of group policies?
Yes, sir.
What is this group policy? Administrator,
Sir,
only one server will have only one administrator.
yes, sir.
Your good name is Chandrasekhar, right?
Yes, sir. Correct, sir.
So I'd like to give the administrator privileges to your normal user. How I
Yes, sir.
can give by
Sir,
creating a group policy. You are not the administrator. You are the normal user, but having
yes, sir.
administrative privileges.
Privileges. Yes,
You
sir.
are the normal
Yeah.
user, but having administrative privileges. You can't
Yes, sir.
log in directly as an administrator. If you are going to log in as a normal user, but still you are
Sir.
able to do all the administration tasks. That is because
Yes,
of
sir.
you have administrative privileges.
Yes, sir.
Similarly, the real time they are going to create a pseudo user. For example, student is not a super user or a root
Yes, sir.
user. It's a
Yes,
normal user. I would like to give the privileges to this normal user where this user can execute the user add command.
yes, sir.
Basically, user add command, they can't they run the dollar from the dollar prompt that give the error message permission denied.
Yes, sir.
Dollar prompt, we can't run the user add command that give the permission denied. But if a command,
Yes, sir.
user del
Yeah.
command, set a command, this user can execute. That is called pseudo user. Pseudo user is a special type of user having administrative privileges. Same like in Windows, we have group policies. Here we have a pseudo accounts.
Yes, sir. Sir, what about this service account, sir?
Understood?
Service use. Yes, sir. Service user, sir.
See, service user nothing but he can run only those services. There are in Linux administration. So once we start learning, we'll be covered in that. What are the types of users? What is pseudo user, normal user, system user, root user, all this stuff. Okay.
Okay.
So log into this AWS account, sign into the console. So click on Here there's an option called create a new AWS account. Click on this create new AWS account. Record valid mail ID and valid phone number. You'll get a SMS and a debit card or credit card. Provide the email address, what type of account you want, specify the name of the account, verify email address, you'll get the OTP to your email. Send the regular OTP here. After that, what you need to understand while creating mandatory is select the personal account. There are two types of account, debit or credit. Once you provide debit or credit card, they're going to deduct 2 rupees from your account. 2 rupees from your account. PAN card details are optional, not a mandatory. Mobile number, address, that's it. You need to select first personal account, don't select the company. Sometimes within 1 hour it's going to activate, sometimes it will take 24 hours. Today, if you create the account, by tomorrow it will be activated so that we can see the practical how to launch the server in AWS and how to connect to the AWS server. So that by tomorrow we get activated. So any questions for today class? Is it clear, everyone?
Sir, I have a question regarding what is the difference between the Windows PowerShell and Linux shell scripting?
As I told you last class, we have scripting languages and programming languages. Scripting languages are shell script in Linux. In fact, we don't have this PowerShell in Windows 7, Windows 8, and we have Windows till Windows 2009, 2012. We don't have PowerShell. Then we use PowerShell from 2012 onwards. So the advantage of PowerShell is whatever we are doing through shell scripting, same we can do through PowerShell scripts. But I told you that scripting language has some limitation. Application, mobile application by using scripting language. For example, you want to launch one virtual machine. Launch virtual machine in Azure Cloud. Then what I need to do? I have to log into the Azure Cloud with the credentials. After that, there are nearly 7 steps you have to follow. 7 to 8 steps. You have to understand all the options and follow one by one. Next. You have to follow the nearly 7 to 8 steps. If I write the same in PowerShell, within a second, it is going to launch the virtual machine. That is called scripting language. Same like in AWS, you want to launch the virtual machine. through through shell scripting, we can launch a virtual machine without going to all the steps graphical mode. Through command line only, we can launch the virtual machine. So shell scripting, either PowerShell or shell scripting, not for to develop your application, only for automation, like backup, automation of taking the backup automation, performance tuning, monitoring, only few tasks. We can't do everything through shell scripting or PowerShell scripting. Okay. Anything else?
Hello, sir. Vikas here.
Yeah, tell me. Yeah, tell me.
What topic will be covered in this project? Hello, sir.
Yeah, project in the sense I'll explain all the scenarios, how to write the while loops, how to write the for loops, if then else conditions, all the scenarios.
Okay,
With that,
and tell me it is the advantage of market in Linux.
advantage of market. I told you in the first class itself. You want to go for, you can choose the programming, like you can go for developer, or you can go for administration side. Developer that required mandatory BTech computer science. Science mandate. What about the guys who don't have BTech degree? What about the guys who don't have programming knowledge? They can go for administration. So this is called operation. We have development team and operation team. There is no IT company without development, without operation. Who comes into operation team? The system admin. Means what? Windows and Linux admin. Network admin, backup, storage, monitoring, firewall company without operation. To get a job as a developer, mandatory BTech computer science. What about the guys who don't have BTech? What about the guys who don't have programming knowledge? They can choose operation. The earlier days, lot of jobs on network, lot of jobs on storage, lot of jobs on backup, lot of jobs on database, lot of jobs on system and Linux, Windows and Linux. But nowadays, very, very less jobs on this platform and completely no jobs on storage, nowhere storage, nowhere backup, nowhere database, nowhere monitoring, only less jobs on Windows and Linux. There is only one technology that is called cloud. In cloud, we'll talk about how to configure network, what is networking, how to configure network, all the stuff. We'll talk about firewalls, how to configure firewalls. We'll talk about storage, we'll talk about database, we talk about backup, we talk about monitoring. So rather than learning these many technologies, learn yes or Azure. Because of cloud, no jobs on this domain nowadays. But even for learning this cloud or DevOps, mandatory is learn. You may get a job maybe after the training, after 2-3 months you may get a job, but you can't expect your career growth on Linux. After 1-2 years, again you have to move to the cloud and DevOps. This is only the basic foundation. Don't expect more feature on this Linux. Feature is only cloud and DevOps. For Linux admin or DevOps, we need shell scripting, we need Linux fundamentals. That's why I told you, don't stop your learning with shell scripting, learn Linux admin, then go for cloud and DevOps. Anything else? Okay, we'll continue tomorrow, same time. Any questions? Am I clear, everyone? Okay, see you tomorrow, same time.